Come to Helmuth Ford, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hi, this is Stacy from Shuttler Insurance Services. Come see me on the east side of the square in Sigourney for all your insurance needs.
Fire up the grill and enter the Expo Cook-Off, happening Saturday, July 11th at the Keokuk County Expo Grounds in Sigourney. Teams of up to 4 will compete using provided pork loin, pork ribs, and chicken hindquarters, with winners crowned in each meat category and an overall champion selected. The entry deadline is July 3rd, so don't wait. Start time is at 7 a.m. Judging starts at 3:30 p.m. Results are announced at 5 p.m. and a meal follows at 5:30. Get signed up today for the Keokuk County Expo Cook-Off on Saturday, July 11th.
Nice weather is finally here, and it has a funny way of inspiring home projects. Good news, your hometown lumber store is ready to help make those ideas happen. From quality decking and railing to energy-efficient windows and beautiful new doors, you'll find the products, expertise, and service you need to upgrade your home this season. So whether you're building, updating, repairing, or finally getting started, we're here to help every step of the way. Visit Sigourney Lumber today. Everything you need for summer projects, all in one place.
Join the Keokuk County Hospice Auxiliary on Friday, July 3rd at the southeast corner of the Keokuk County Courthouse in Sigourney, beginning at 5:30 p.m. for the annual quilt raffle and pie contest. Take a chance on beautiful handcrafted quilts with raffle tickets just $2 each or 6 for $10. Every dollar raised helps support local individuals and families receiving hospice services right here in Keokuk County. The Keokuk County Hospice Auxiliary Quilt Raffle and Pie Contest, July 3rd at 5:30 p.m.
Kaboom Fireworks in Wat Cheer has everything you need to light up the night. Shop a huge selection of aerials, shells, rockets, fountains, sparklers, novelties, and family favorites at prices that won't break the bank. Kaboom Fireworks is locally family-owned, close to home, and stocked with one of the area's best selections. Open daily all week from noon to 8 p.m. Kaboom Fireworks in Wat Cheer. Celebrate America with the biggest bang for your buck at Kaboom Fireworks.
Saturday, July 4th at 6:30 p.m., head to the Keokuk County Expo in Sigourney for the ECI Pullers Association Tractor Pull, powered by Champion Seed. Watch some of the toughest tractors from across the region battle it out on the track with roaring engines, incredible power, and non-stop excitement the whole family will enjoy. Celebrate Independence Day with the Keokuk County Expo's 4th of July Tractor Pull, Saturday, July 4th at 6:30 p.m. in Sigourney. Don't miss one of Southeast Iowa's favorite Independence Day traditions.
This Wednesday, July 1st, join friends and neighbors at 6 p.m. on the south stairs of the Keokuk County Courthouse in Sigourney for a public reading of the Declaration of Independence. Bring your lawn chair and help ring in America's semi-quincentennial as members of our community read the very words that founded our nation. This Wednesday at 6 p.m., the reading of the Declaration of Independence at the Keokuk County Courthouse in Sigourney. Join us for a very special hour.
And we are back. Back with more Real Talk here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube from the Oski Dental Studios in beautiful downtown Sigourney, Iowa. Real Talk with Aaron.
Hey-o.
And Steve.
What a great day to be alive, Steve. It's by the time this airs, it will almost be July. And July in Iowa doesn't get a whole lot better. 4th of July celebrations going on, fireworks, barbecue, getting together with family and friends. And then later in the month, Ragbri, which will not be anywhere close to us, I don't think. But that's all right. It came through here a couple of years ago.
Sure.
But July in Iowa. And the heat and the humidity is so great. Head down to the local pool and cool off. All right. So here we are. Steve, of course, you know, and I'm Aaron, pastor at New Life Church in downtown Wellman, Iowa, right in the heart of downtown at 257 8th Avenue. We're right amongst all of the all the grocery stores and eateries and Wellman's finest establishments.
Yes.
So we meet at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. We also have a live stream at that same time on Facebook, and then I think that stays up on Facebook for a couple of weeks or something. I don't know.
I think Facebook gives it a month or two with live streams, and then it just disappears after that.
Yeah, so you can catch our worship services on Facebook if you want to check us out before you come in person, and we're just a group of real people, people with problems, people with successes going on, people struggling, people triumphing, and are building matches because we're still renovating that downtown space. But that's a lot of fun and a good process. So speaking of process, things take time, right? And you got to learn and you got to grow. And if you don't, you just get stuck, and then you got to get unstuck. We are not going to get stuck today. We're going to plow forward through the book of Genesis. We're still going to be in chapter 12. And we had a great segue last week. Towards the end of our show, Steve was talking about the process of sharing songs. Since he's written songs, full disclosure, I have composed 2 songs.
Oh, really?
You might call them ditties, actually, but they're little love songs that I wrote for my wife, and I don't sing them in public because they're just so dorky.
But do you still know them? Do you sing them? I mean, on occasion?
On occasion, yeah. Like when we're driving in a car or something. And one song, the whole lyric is just...
Are you forgetting it, or you just don't want to say it?
Now I'm embarrassed.
See, that's the way it goes.
So, full disclosure, the lyrics of this song are "Ooh, so nice and stuff." Ooh, because why would you say you when you could just say ooh, so nice and stuff? And that's a song that I sing to my wife.
Oh.
And it covers everything, right?
That does.
She's nice.
It's a broad word.
And there's so much about her that I like. So just that one phrase captures it all. Ooh, so nice and stuff. And every once in a while I sing that to my wife. And now I have humiliated myself on the internet.
See, now you know how singer-songwriters feel.
I didn't sing the tune, but it's actually kind of a nice tune. And then she sings harmony along with it. And
wow,
maybe we'll bring her into the studio sometime and
Yes.
bring that too, but probably not. But being real, that's the name of the show. That's what we're doing here. I'm telling you about this little love song I wrote for my wife, and that's actually less dorky than the other, which I will not talk about anymore. But you're putting yourself out there when you write a song and
Yes.
you share it with people. When you paint a painting, when you build a house, when you step up in front of a classroom to teach 3rd grade math or whatever it is, friends, that you do in your life. Anytime that you put yourself out there, you're kind of taking a risk. And we see over and over and over again. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and this may be a dangerously firm theological pronouncement, but kind of the whole Bible is about this. What we find out at the beginning of Genesis, and guys, this is going to change the way that you read the book of Genesis, and it's going to change the way you read the Bible. But if you notice right at the end of chapter 2, before everything goes haywire in the world and people start sinning and doing bad stuff, the man and his wife were both naked and they felt no shame. And now we're like, not only that, I feel okay with that. I feel okay that we're sitting here wearing clothes. Like, it's not that we're no, Steve, no, that.
You don't want to see all this.
No. But if we lived in the Garden of Eden, we wouldn't care. We wouldn't even notice. We'd just be like, hey, this is who I am. But man, when we say things like that, hey, this is who I am, that's terrifying. And so the first thing that Adam and Eve do after they eat the fruit is they make themselves fig leaf aprons and they hide, and like the whole Bible becomes about this thing where God has to come looking for his people and saying, where are you? Why are you hiding from me? Who told you that you were naked? And then you get up into the next chapter, and Cain's all bent out of shape, and God has to show up and say, why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? And Cain won't answer the question. Instead, Cain goes out and kills his brother, and then the Lord comes to Cain and says, where is your brother Abel? See, like in every single one of these instances, God is trying to get people to be honest about what's going on inside of themselves. And Cain's response is, I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Well, even if you're not his keeper, maybe you shouldn't have killed him.
Newsflash.
Newsflash, murder is bad. So this is going to be a theme that we're going to see, like, definitely through the whole book of Genesis. But last week was kind of the fun part of the call of Abraham, because God's like, hey, Abraham, I've got this job for you. I'm going to bless you and make your name great. I'm going to give you, in other words, I'm going to give you this really positive identity. So it's the positive side of ourselves that we're usually more comfortable sharing with everybody. And so God is saying, hey, I'm actually going to give you a positive identity so you can share that with the world. And then I'm going to change the world through your family. And Abraham, of course, didn't have the Gospels, and he didn't have the book of Galatians and all that stuff to explain that he was the father of faith and all that good kind of stuff. So maybe we can cut him some slack. But here's what happens. First of all, Abraham believes God, and that's counted as righteousness. And so he gets moving, which is maybe more than some of us are doing right now. But Abraham gets moving, but something happens. Chapter 12, verse 10. There was a famine in the land, and Abram went down to Egypt to live there for a while because the famine was severe. And there's no judgment. Like, we don't get Abraham never should have left the promised land. It doesn't say that. Just he goes to live there. As he was about to enter Egypt, he said to his wife Sarai, I know what a beautiful woman you are. When the Egyptians see you, they will say, this is his wife, and then they will kill me. But what is up with ancient customs? Well, that guy's wife is hot. Let's kill him.
Yeah. Take her for ourselves.
So I don't know what they were thinking, but that's how they rolled, I guess. Or that's what he was afraid of. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that happened or if that was just something he cooked up by himself. So he experiences fear. And then he says, say you are my sister. Well, what's that? That's a lie. Mm-hmm. Right? Abraham experiences fear, and then he starts lying. He thinks he's got it figured out. He says, I will be treated well for your sake, and my life will be spared because of you. So he thinks if he poses as her brother, then everybody will come along and be like, hey, can I take your sister out on a date? She's so hot. And then he'll be like, well, lots of guys want to go out with her. And they'll be like, well, I'll give you 10 camels if I can court your sister. And some other guy will be like, well, yeah, but I'll give you 50 sheep. And he's going to be treated well for her sake. And it's kind of funny and stuff, but at the heart of it, it's not very cool.
No,
not very cool at all. But the heart of it is fear, and then concealing his true self and his wife's true self, concealing both of their selves, to get away from their fear. So he's going to wheel and deal. He's gonna pretend like he's auctioning off his sister to the highest bidder, but there's something that he doesn't take into calculation, which is that the king of Egypt doesn't bargain. The king of Egypt makes you an offer you can't refuse. So when Abram came to Egypt, the Egyptians saw that she was a very beautiful woman, and when Pharaoh's officials saw her, they praised her to Pharaoh, and she was taken into the palace. No bargaining. I mean, yes, he treated Abram well for her sake, and Abram acquired sheep and cattle, male and female donkeys, manservants and maidservants, and camels. But this is a serious problem because Abraham and Sarai are supposed to be having a family, and it's going to be really hard for them to have a family when she's living in Pharaoh's harem. Mm-hmm. And if she's going to be having a family with anybody, it's going to be with Pharaoh, not with Abram. So this is a severe problem. And I'm just going to leave it with this. Friends, you can go read Genesis chapter 12 yourself. I will give you the encouragement. God helps them out of this fix. But this thing of lying when under pressure, hiding true identity, kind of double dealing with the world around them, this is something that Abraham is going to continue to do, and his son Isaac is going to do it. And his son Jacob is going to do it. And Jacob and his uncle Laban are going to trick each other back and forth. And that's going to end up with Jacob having multiple wives. And his wives are going to be tricking each other back and forth and wheeling and dealing. And then Jacob's sons are going to do that all the way to the point that we come to where the family that's supposed to be blessing all the nations on earth, where this family is just falling apart at the seams and literally selling each other into slavery and then lying about it.
Sounds like a soap opera.
It's a terrible soap opera. It would make a great TV show. Coming soon to Netflix.
Yeah.
The 12-part series on Abraham's messed up family. And I don't know if Netflix would do it right, because I don't know if Netflix would just show all the gross stuff. Yeah. Would Netflix get the part where God keeps coming back to this family over and over and over and over, and they get it at the end? Spoiler alert. Something cool happens at the end and the family pulls back together. But this is going to be the thing throughout the book of Genesis. I'm going to go ahead and say throughout the rest of the book of the Bible too. Like, God trying to be in a relationship with people, trying to bring blessing to the whole world, and people being like, well, I'm kind of ashamed of myself, so I'm going to go hide instead. And that's the story of our lives. So, friends, last encouragement for you. And here's a fun thing to do that you can do at home with a spouse, with your kids, with friends from a Bible study at church. It's a really simple exercise. It takes about 4 minutes. And it's a little prayer. Here's what you do. You sit down together with a couple of people and you pray and you ask Jesus, please give me a happy memory. And then the first happy memory that comes to your mind, think about that for like 1 minute, which is that's a long time to focus, especially if you got ADHD. But just focus on that memory for 1 minute. And then share that with each other. And I've been doing this with people at church and people in an addictions ministry and stuff like that. And you get to find out so many cool things about people's childhood or the things that they love. And you start to learn about each other in a really positive, uplifting way, instead of, like, imagine if you sat around and started the prayer time being like, okay, everybody pray and ask Jesus to remind you of the worst time in your life. Nobody wants to talk about that. Maybe you need to at some point in therapy or prayer counseling or something like that. But why would we start off there? Like, come on. Let's talk about places where God has touched our hearts in a way that filled us with joy. And so there's an exercise for you. Come by New Life on Sunday morning sometime. We do prayer exercises similar to that right there in church on Sunday morning. Boom. Like, we're all sitting there together. Let's listen to what the Holy Spirit has to say with us today. And so we do fun stuff like that. So if you're looking for a church anywhere in the Wellman area, or the Tri-County area. I don't know which Tri-Counties, but anywhere in the Tri-County area.
Around here, Tri-County is Keswick, Thornburg, and Watcher.
What county is that in? That's in Iowa County, right? Are they all in Iowa County?
Iowa, and I don't know.
Washington.
Tri-County, it must be 3 counties there, pal.
Yeah. Well, in this case, it means Washington, Keokuk, or Iowa County.
Okay.
Actually, we're like 4 miles from Johnson County. The Quad County area.
The greater Wellman
metropolitan area.
Yeah.
Yes, and with that little bit of silliness, we'll leave you, and we'll see you next week on Real Talk.
Hey, thanks to New Life Community Church in Wellman for sponsoring. Let's get out of here. See you next week.